Welcome to this episode of The Rumble. My guest is a film director. They are very secretive persons, very private people generally. Hate to talk about things because it's all in their head. But today, my guest is a lady director, a rarity in itself. So welcome to the show, Nandhini. You're
Glad
Nandhini JS.
Nandhini JS.
No connection to JS Films and JS Productions.
No, J is my dad's name, J Anandan, and S is my husband's name, Shukdev.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people thought that, oh, is that how she got that film? I was like, no.
So that can be eliminated.
No.
All right.
It's
and
just a coincidence.
You've been working as an assistant to other people earlier?
Yes.
How did it start?
Actually, I first joined the Film Institute in 2000. I studied direction and screenwriting there. And after I finished, I joined Miss Priyavi, who did Kandanal Mudal, starring Leela, Prasanna and Karthik Kumar. So after working for almost 1.5 to 2 years there, I came out and was wondering whether to work in another film or do something myself. But Prakash Raj sir, who produced Kandanal Mudal, he had made an offer saying that, no, let's do another film, your film, after Kandanal Mudal. And I was like, wait, I just, I
don't have a film in my head.
Yeah, even I don't know. Me, director, I'm just, I was just like a kid running around, taking my first step towards cinema. And so when he said, no, I know that because my short film won the state award in Film Institute.
But tell me, just sorry to butt in, but what do you learn in Film Institute other than direction? Is there anything else? People say, I did direction there. What else do you do?
No, the first year is like you get an orientation of all subjects. You get cinematography.
No, I'm talking about people who opt for other courses. What else is there?
Yeah, cinematography and editing, sound engineering,
those
processing,
are the standalone.
all of them, yeah.
Okay, they don't all get together in one course.
First year, we all study together. All the departments are in one class during the first year. So we get an orientation into everything. We even have acting classes, and we get to know about what the other departments are.
A little bits about every section.
Basics, first basics of what.
I was intrigued by what you said about the students who come there almost like they come for a party. They think it's like a normal college where they're ragging each other and all that. But it's not the way it should be.
It shouldn't be like that. Actually, a lot of them, for the direction course, we need to be graduates. And that's how you qualify. But for the other courses, you need to be 12th plus. So a lot of youngsters come in and they kind of treat Film Institute as their, the college, the college life. And
fun time.
Yeah, I know they shouldn't be denied that experience of being in college and having fun.
Just because they haven't done a degree.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of them are trapped in the school and then suddenly they come to a free world of...
And that to cinema.
That to cinema. And it's, they feel it's more liberating and they can,
they get
to watch films every week in a mini theater.
And that's part of their curriculum.
Yeah, curriculum. And they think that everything is fun. But then they come to know the, hardships behind it. We need to, learn a lot, practice a lot. And it's like an industry where crores and crores of money are invested. And
so the graduate, what shall I say, students, they are the ones who are more focused?
Most of them, yes, most of them.
And do they come with any body of work? I mean, how do they get into these things?
You just need to be, I think for cinematography, you need to be a science student from...
but you don't need a body of work, something that you have done to qualify to get into...
There are entrance exams and, written tests and interviews and you have to watch a film and write your appreciation review about it. So there is a filtering process.
And the faculty?
The faculty, most of them are very, very good. They are, they have years of experience in it. And
actual filmmakers?
Most of them are filmmakers and most of them are Film Institute students, ex-Film Institute students who come there to teach. And there are...
Do they have valuable inputs to give you? Or
yes,
is it that just...
It is...
half knowledge?
No. Everybody is knowledgeable. But it's just that I think the weight of... cinema industry has reflected a bit on them. When I was studying there, I personally felt a lot of them were very negative, and they were very, sarcastic about, oh, what
Why
are
is
you
it
going...
sour grapes and they've not made it themselves? Is
I
that part of
felt
it?
probably. I felt some of them were like, why are they being so? Because you go to a film institute thinking that, I'm going to make a film
Stars
and with
in
all
your
that,
eyes.
yeah, and all that. And there you're like, oh yeah, this is very, it's very difficult to survive. It's very this, and we understand all that. But I think it needs to be told in a very balanced way. We need to be told the positives and negatives of the industry. We need
So
to
they
be
tend to overemphasize on negativity.
to the negatives, yes, because probably they say that, and their intentions are good. Their intentions are like, trying to give us the bitter medicine of truth. This is what it is.
Okay.
You better be ready for it. Yes, know that this is what it is. You're all kind of jumping around and being very enthusiastic. I understand, but this is very difficult. A lot of them fail. It's very difficult. But I felt that the positive sides were never given to us. Like if you
what
do
would
this,
you like for them to have focused on more rather?
I felt that, the whole thing of being prepared for the industry. You say that, this will happen, but then you have to do this. This will happen, but then you have to do that. That direction was not given to us. That guidance was not given to us.
You mean the actual physical response to things that happen?
Yes, yes. I'm only talking about the emotional part of it, not the educational part of it. Education was good. The whatever we were taught the basics of
So you get to see the masters as they see as.
Yeah, they are very good. I mean, I
you have a good
couple
library?
of them. Sorry.
You have a good library.
Beautiful library with lots of books from around the world. Very good books.
How about watching films?
Yes, we watch a lot of films. Every week they have a screening of either from world cinema or even commercial films.
What format do they show those movies on?
Films. At that time, they'll get a copy. The film.
Oh, they actually get a film.
Yes, because it's a government film institute.
Oh, so they can source all these things.
They can source all these things. Filmmakers, they are very helpful to film students. So when even a new film is released, one of the film roles will come there and we get to watch the film.
Oh.
And the filmmakers come there and we get to interact with them.
Yeah, that's something, learning from real time.
Yes.
I mean, real filmmakers is a major thing. And they do actually come. They
come, they give seminars, we meet up, we talk, discuss, we ask questions. And something like, why did you do this? Why did you do that scene? And they kind of like okay, so this is why we did it. This is why we did that.
Students around the globe tend to be very abrasive. I mean, they're not soft peddling anything. Yeah. So they're probably a little nasty, if you want.
Yeah.
So how do these people take it? The visiting director, do they think the young punks just asking me all kinds of...
Sometimes, yes, I've seen that also. But a lot of them are quite nice and they try to explain that, I know because I have been in your seat exactly 5 years before and I know how...
And what all these questions came to me also.
Came to me also, so I definitely understand. But then when you come out, when you pass out, when you actually are in the real world and you're working and you have someone investing crores of money on you, you have a producer there, and you're a director and you have to, somehow... justify the money. So sometimes you have to make sure that he gets the money back, and so you have to make these things, compromises in the commercial cinema.
Okay. So this, the greatest thing I understand is raising money for filmmaking. Yeah. And that is something that I don't think it ever gets taught. That's school of hard knocks. You have to figure it out. Yeah. So when you come back, we'll just get into that. How do you meet a person who's got the money to actually put it together? When will you decide that, all right, now I'm ready to go for it? That's, you can ask only a person who's actually done a film. So we'll do that. So one thing that I don't think you could ever get taught is the whole mechanics of actually making a film. No institute can teach that, I think.
Yeah.
It's like learning how to run a ship by just going to class on a land-based...
it's mostly theoretical, though you do make small films there.
So how did you pick up along the way? What is it that, the critical bits of knowledge that you need to know beyond what's been taught in college?
I definitely feel a lot of them ask whether is it necessary to work after you do a course in filmmaking. Is it necessary to work? You already made short films. As an assistant or an apprentice. Is it necessary? Yeah. Can't you just come out? There are other filmmakers who've never worked as an assistant and have done really well. And Mani Ratnam gets quoted every single time. They don't know how he learned what he learned, but it's not like he didn't know anything and he started making films. It's not like that. He must have had his training in a different way. So
he was also gone through the
yes,
mill.
he would have learned his ways before making his first film. But I think people kind of think that, okay, once I come out of the institute, I'm just going to make a film. It's not as that easy. If that happens, then they make a lot of mistakes in that first film, and during those mistakes,
that's
they get
guaranteed.
Yes,
that you will make mistakes.
They will. Yes. Even if you work for 5 films, when you make your first films, you will make your mistakes. That will definitely happen, and you grow as a filmmaker as you make more and more films. That is definitely there. But working under someone and being in the real world and amidst actors and other technicians, knowing how things happen, that is very, very essential. There you come to know of how to, not the craft of filmmaking. That you don't learn, okay, the cameraman is using this lens, probably for this shot. You will not have time to analyze all that. You'll be like, hey, go get that costume. Hey, go do that. So you'll get, you'll be used as a labor work. And you'll find like, okay, is this
what I trained for?
Yeah, I'm a filmmaker. Why am I taking shoes to the hero? So it'll be like that. Yeah. But that's a part of learning. You need to know each and every tiny little thing that goes on to make a film.
In fact, most people, when they recollect their early days, can only recollect these kind of things.
Yes.
It must have been such an impression on them,
Yeah.
Standing around and waiting for the actor to come out of his blasted room.
Yes.
Or refusing to wake up on the right time. All those early things. They probably be the strongest memories.
Time is money, Like, let's say that you have an 8-hour call sheet and you're shooting. Every minute, every delay, will just, fall back on the next day.
So what is the reason for going over budget? Is it people not aware, or there's a whole bunch of people who don't care for that?
A lot of things, let's say I am a very organized person. I plan everything, I schedule everything. Everything is on paper. So even I have difficulties because there are a lot of, things that you don't expect.
You depend on someone else.
Yes, so a lot of unexpected things happen on the day of shoot. Suddenly someone will fall sick. There will be a traffic. The actor who's on the way is not able to reach the spot. And let's say you're shooting in a beach, the fishermen will come and have a fight, and they will stall. Or suddenly some minister is coming, you won't be able to shoot on the road or something like that. Or suddenly it will rain.
How about the actors? Are they helpful, or are they just stand around and say, listen, I'm like plasticine, you can make me or what you want out of me?
I don't think that is true anymore, and because it's a very competitive field now. Everybody is very serious. If you can't act, I don't think you can sustain. Maybe you can pass off in a couple of films, because if you have
or a multi-starrer, you can hide yourself.
You can hide yourself, or even if you are the lead person and you have the money to fund your film where you're acting, that
you're a
can
comedian who takes the most of the limelight.
Yes. There are other very, very talented people carrying the film for you.
Support.
But you won't last. I feel like only talent lasts. I firmly believe that talent lasts.
Your first heroine, were they brand new to the job, or were they experienced?
The girl was very new. Rupa was very new. That was her first film. But for Ajmal, he had done about 3-4 Malayalam films. He had acted with Mohanlal sir and all, and he had acted in Anjade. He knew, but he had never done comedy before. He was always approached for these serious, stiff roles.
Policeman roles.
Yeah. So when I told him how animated the hero should be, it was like very difficult for him. It was also difficult for him. Getting those instructions from a female director.
Okay.
So
those things still matter.
It was not a chauvinistic thing. It was very when I acted out scenes, he felt he couldn't mimic it. For Rupa, it was very easy because she at that time she was not able to do anything on her own. But when I acted for her, she was able to copy exactly.
So she could just duplicate whatever.
She was able to duplicate, and she was able to memorize. She's from Bangalore, but she's a Tamil girl.
Okay.
So, but she was living in Bangalore at that time, and so I was very happy that she was able to memorize the lines, and she was able to understand the lines and the value of each word. Ajmal, though he found it difficult because when I didn't initially act it out. I just said, you do the way you want. And as I said, the comedy part was not...
It's all timing.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
So when I acted it in front of him, he was not copying me because he felt that if I copy, then it will look feminine because you're a girl. So if I copy from you, I might also have those things. I don't want that. I said, no, forget. Forget that. I'm a director. Get what I want. I'm trying to be you. I'm trying to act like you. I'm trying to act like Arjun. So I'm not trying to. This is not Nandhini emitting these, expressions. So just try it.
So he finally got it right?
Yes, he tried it. After 3-4 days, I told him, can you just trust me one day and just do exactly as I say. If it comes out bad, you look at the monitor and we'll just chuck it all out. But please trust me one day and you do it. But when he acted on that day, a lot of people had gone to him and told him, hey, Innikku super sir, your performance was really good.
So you were vindicated.
So he kind of like, okay, so this is actually working. Everybody's enjoying. So
I think I need to listen to this director.
yes.
So okay, we still haven't got to what I wanted to ask you
okay.
about the money part of it, because I know there are a lot of people out there. So you guys, if you're watching this and you have plans of making a movie, don't go now. We'll listen to this last segment where you'll know all the unfortunate and the tricky parts of raising money to do that. So I hear most of the time producers will come up to you as a director and say, all right, Nandhini, let's start. I've got 30 lakhs out of 1 crore and let's chuck it in and then we'll see as we go along, we'll raise money.
Yeah.
Is that what you went through also?
I went through that. For the past couple of years, I went through that.
How many times?
I've received at least 10 calls and meetings like that.
Okay.
Where there were producers who said that let's make a small film, a 1 crore film, and with a tight budget. And then later during the conversations, I'll come to know that they don't even have that 1 crore in their hands. Okay. They probably have 30-40 lakhs, and they said, no, we'll just start with.
But is that the industry standard? Is that the way it works?
It shouldn't. I don't know if
I know, I mean that part. Is that the way it is?
It has been like that since a lot of small films started to come in Tamil industry, because you might have heard there are more than 200 films made every year and 400 films are yet to release. They're sitting in the locker and
can't even call them cans
you
anymore.
Can't even call them cans.
Discs. Some hard discs somewhere.
Hard discs, yeah.
Okay.
So yet to be released and not even seeing the light of the day. It's very sad because a lot of.
But since this is common knowledge, why do people still persist in chucking, getting into this thing and then abandoning it?
I think it's because
hope springs eternal.
Yeah, because filmmaking used to be such a costly thing years before. You needed to have a lot of money invested. But now, because of the digital technology and everything, they are thinking that okay, you have 30-40 lakhs, you can make a film. You can make a film, definitely. There are a lot of lovely little films which
it's coming under that budget.
Under that budget, and there are good films. But it's not like you can't make something that looks like a 2 crore film in a 30 lakh budget. But that's what they want. They expect
so the budget will show.
It will show. And it's just that when everybody does the same thing again and again, and a lot of films getting stalled in the middle because of lack of funds, or even after finishing the entire film, you're like the producer doesn't have even a paisa after that. He's expecting somebody to buy it.
So why is it that every film has the largest part of its budget now allocated towards promotion and not towards production?
Yes.
Is it that expensive?
Promotion,
promo angle?
yes, because there's so many films and you get lost in the crowd. It's not like there are like 50 films or 70 films a year, and you get to see the trailers and of that 70 films, and it's the 200 plus 300 plus films, and so many trailers and short films coming up every day. I get like in my Facebook messages about 3 to 4 young filmmakers send me their short film trailers or short films for me to watch, and I am a nobody yet. I am right now a nobody, and I'm imagining how many short films are being made.
So even known producers must be doing this, directors must be doing. They make short films and
they make short films. Yes, there's you have a Sujoy Ghosh's short film getting a lot of reviews and good reviews and likes on in the YouTube. So it's like short films are everywhere. So it's not only those 200 plus 300 films. These numbers are from the Tamil industry. Now you have to imagine outside also. So everything is available now. So you get to this whole crowd of films are there, and people have to choose, and you have to like really shout loud, and you have to.
So that's where the
try
big budget
to get there.
goes in.
The promotions go there. You have who shouts the loudest, who shows who's visible.
So if you didn't sell your pictures to a satellite channel, then would you be able to recover your money, or is it they play safe by saying let's get rid of this, make some money back?
Yes, they have been playing safe till now, because as I said, most of the producers have the budget only to make the film, not to promote
All the other
or
things.
distribute the film. So what happens is they are like so desperate for someone to buy the film, and satellite rights are and used to be the.
So if you tell one of these guys, hey, listen, it's better to buy 20 acres of land near Melmarwathur and do some farming, they will not do it. Rather blow it on this impossible project.
Cinema is enchanting. Everybody loves cinema. So it's like, it's a wonderful experience, though, we are all crazy about films. So there are producers who are very much emotionally invested also. They love the whole thing. So they want to put money into the films. And if someone looks at it only as business venture, I don't think they will be very much interested in films. They will rather
never
put
will make a film, I guess.
No. There is something inside them that they love about cinema, and that is why they are definitely.
And did you see that in the vast number of people that you went and pitched your movies to?
Yes.
They all have that.
Yes. They all love films, definitely. Either they want to become a director later, or they want to act later.
What about crowdsourcing, which seems to be a big story these days?
Yeah.
Will that ever work for somebody like you? Have you ever tried it?
I've never tried it, and I don't think I would do that. It's very difficult for me to ask money.
No, it'll be all accounted for, and there'll be somebody overseeing this.
I know. I don't know. Maybe later. Right now, I feel very icky asking money from people. But it is a good thing. I mean, if you have a good social network, and you have a good
there'll be like lakhs of guys who think like these people you're talking about. They're passionate about cinema, want to get involved in it in some tiny way. They can go out on a limb and say, okay, chalo, 1 lakh dunga. So I give you 1 lakh rupees. Maybe 100 people like that, you got a crore. And that's not too difficult. But finding one man with 1 crore may be tough.
Yes. It has its own struggle, crowdfunding. I've seen not every crowdfunding project succeeds.
Sure.
It has its own challenges. And,
that's true.
Yeah, and if you don't get the right amount of money and you're stuck in the middle, or you have just 50% or 60%, you're like, you have to think about, should I continue? Should I give back the money? What do I do?
That's true. What about these people who come and actually give you the money? Has anybody come forward up and says, chalo, I have an idea, you come as a professional director and I will hire you? Is that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I got a few meetings like that, but still it never went through. There were NRI producers from Sydney.
They were sitting and dreaming out there in
I guess so.
somewhere
They
in the
wanted
US,
to, but I don't know what happened after that. It's not with me. That project never happened with anybody else also.
So and every time film comes in, finally the bottom line is that you're all working on some impossible deadlines, impossible amounts of money.
Yes.
So the ones that succeed, and I don't even know which are the ones that succeed, because this is not a very transparent business.
Yeah.
You really don't know what
Yes.
film. Did you get accurate feedback about what your film was all about in terms of money making?
Thiru
Do you have a
Thiru
competent
Thuru
manager? Yeah.
For Thiru Thiru Thuru Thuru, the production was, it was very organized. The company was very organized. Everything was on paper. And our team was also very good. The only time we faced difficulties and delays and a lot of over expenses was because we were handling a tiny little 8-month-old baby.
Okay.
And so we had to work around the schedule of that baby's feeding time.
Did they teach you any of these things in film college? I mean, this institute, the actual making, the finances, etc.
Very theoretical. So you just get like one hint of this is how
the hint of the troubles is going to lie ahead.
The troubles. It's going to. But seeing it and facing it in real life is very, very hard. And
so Nandhini, thank you very much for coming. Spending a few moments with us, telling us what the pitfalls of the business.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks so much.
Look forward to your next movie whenever that happens. We got anything in pipeline?
I just released the first ever digital comic book in Tamil called Sivappu Kal Mookuthi.
Yes, I forgot to ask you about that. But how's that doing, this comic book?
It just released like a week ago, less than a week ago. So I'm expecting it to, boost sooner. And it's the comic books are not very, it's not available so much in Tamil actually. What we have is translated versions of foreign comics and other Indian states. Yeah. So this is the first contemporary graphic novel in digital
And what's the price you sell it at?
It's 249. Yeah.
249 rupees.
But it's a 135 page novel.
There is no page at all, so it's all virtual.
No, you can download the file. You can download the file. It's not like something you look at and then close it. The file will be on your phone or your laptop or your tablet.
Sure. Best of luck. I hope you spend money out of nothing.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.